If you pick up a Rolex that's been around the block, getting it for a steal today, then you can, without a doubt, watch its value go up with each tick. But the thing is, this can only happen if you grab the right Rolex. It's more than just a piece of bling. It's about owning something that's both valuable and endlessly stylish. Because let's be real, a Rolex isn't just for today, it's a forever kind of deal. So today, we're all about diving deep into what 2024 has in store for Rolex. Expect some heartfelt goodbyes to classic models, hellos to some stunning newcomers, and a dash of design evolution that keeps things interesting. And because we love keeping you on your toes, we're saving some surprises for later. You'll need to stick around to uncover all the exciting twists and turns Rolex is planning. If you haven't joined our crew by subscribing to Opulent Oasis, what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss out on the latest and greatest from the world of luxury watches. Dive into the future of Rolex with us. It's going to be an exciting ride. Let's talk Rolex, the name that's pretty much synonymous with luxury and has a legacy as rich and smooth as the finest Swiss chocolate. They're all in on innovation, keeping themselves perched right at the top of the watch world. And how do they do it? By radiating this exclusive VIP kind of vibe with each new release, making the future look a bit jealous, and also by showing a deep commitment to protecting our planet. For about 3 years, there's been talk that Rolex might be saying goodbye to one of its steel GMT Master Pepsi models. Yep, the GMT Master 2 Pepsi. Why? Well, rumor has it that it's all about the colors fading, that iconic blue and red might be heading towards blue and black. Despite being a crowd favorite, snagging one at a store is like finding a needle in a haystack, which has folks whispering that Rolex could be dialing down production, maybe even phasing it out by 2024. Curious for more? Stick with us. Rolex is playing hard to get these days. Their watches are becoming like gold dust, and you might notice the price tags inching up. Let's dive deeper into what Rolex has up its sleeve. Number 1. Spicing up the Sea Dweller scene. Alright, let's dive into some juicy Rolex gossip, starting with the Sea Dweller, specifically the 126600 model that dropped in 2017 for its big 5-0 celebration. That one caught everyone's eye with its bold red lettering. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a rumor going around that Rolex might be playing with the idea of resizing it. Right now it's sitting at an awkward 43mm, kinda in limbo between the old-school 40mm and the chunkier 44mm models. The word is they might slim it down to a neat 42mm, kind of like what they did with the Yachtmaster 42. But there's more to this. Imagine a Sea Dweller in titanium. Yeah, titanium. Rolex has messed around with titanium before, but a titanium Sea Dweller? That's enough to make any watch geek sit up and pay attention. Moving from gold to titanium is a bold move, and we're all here for it, eagerly waiting to see if Rolex is going to take the plunge. Number 2. A farewell to left-handed GMT. Now let's switch gears to something that's been causing a bit of a debate. The left-handed GMT model might be heading for the exit. For Rolex, ditching a style that's been a staple like the GMT Master with its iconic Pepsi bezel is no small deal. It's almost like they're thinking about shaking things up in the GMT lineup. It's got everyone buzzing about what this could mean. If they really go through with it, it could totally shake up the game, not to mention potentially send prices skyrocketing. Think about it. If the Pepsi GMT becomes a thing of the past, we could see prices hitting the $30,000 mark. So, if you've been dreaming about snagging one, now's your chance. Otherwise, you might be chasing after a legend, trying to catch something as elusive as a unicorn and just as expensive. Number 3. Milos Makeover. So, we can't exactly take a sneak peek into Rolex's design lab, but there's a hopeful possibility among watch lovers. There's a bit of wishful thinking for a throwback to the Milos's original charm. Think the classic honeycomb dial and that nifty rotating bezel. Picture the old-school cool mingling with the Milos's current slick look. Right now, the Milos stands out with its green sapphire crystal, that funky blue lightning bolt secondhand, and those eye-catching orange details on crisp white or deep black dials. Yet the thought of bringing back the honeycomb dial and rotating bezel, that's got everyone talking. It's like a trip down memory lane, blending tradition with the watch's rugged tool watch origins. The idea alone is sparking a lot of what-ifs in the Rolex community. Number 4. Exploring more with the Explorer. Then there's the chatter about spicing up the Explorer collection. How about a fresh white dial option to mix things up? It's a small tweak, but it could breathe a new vibe into the classic. And then there's the big talk about titanium. If you haven't heard, titanium is kind of a big deal. It's not just lighter than steel, but it's also insanely tough, laughingly shrugs off scratches and corrosion. And to top it off, it's hypoallergenic. Basically, it's the alpha dog of metals for watches. The Rolex fan base is pretty vocal about wanting more of this magic stuff. "Bring on more titanium," is the rallying cry echoing through the community. Now, Rolex has already started flirting with titanium and carbon fiber, which is pretty exciting. They're not just dipping their toes in the water, they're showing they're not scared to take the plunge into new territories. This opens up a ton of possibilities for what's next. Could we see Rolex exploring even more innovative materials, or introducing other design changes that have us all doing a double take? But with their willingness to experiment, who knows what we'll see? Is it more advanced materials or perhaps some revolutionary design tweaks? Number 5. The Wonder 90s Dress Watch Dilemma. All right, let's swing our focus over to something a bit different from Rolex, the Wonder 90 series within the Cellini collection. Launched just last year, these pieces were Rolex's shot at shaking up the dress watch game with a modern flair. But some folks reckon they've tipped the scales a tad too much towards the playful and formal end, missing that unmistakable Rolex edge. Word on the street is that Rolex might be thinking of giving the Wonder 90 series a bit of a facelift. It's a bit off the beaten path for Rolex, known for their mastery of mixing top-notch quality with a kind of exclusivity that's hard to match. Yet it seems the Wonder 90 might need a bit of a rethink to really make its mark in the world of high-end dress watches. One thing's for sure, though. Rolex isn't about to let its reps slip. They're all in on keeping their spot at the top of the luxury watch empire. And that wraps up our whirlwind tour through the exciting world of Rolex in 2024. From potential farewells to iconic models to the thrill of seeing what new twists might come our way, it's clear Rolex is never short on surprises. What do you think about the Sea Dweller's rumored new size or the possibility of saying goodbye to the left-handed GMT? Are you as intrigued by the Milgauss throwback vibes as we are? Don't forget to drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. We love hearing from you and what you think might be next on Rolex's horizon. And if you've enjoyed diving into these Rolex rumors and possibilities with us, why not hit that like button, subscribe to Opulent Oasis, and join our community for more luxury watch content. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll uncover even more luxury watch secrets. Catch you then.